fun.
Okay, so sit. We're gonna do it. Hey, get over here. We're gonna do, not you. You stay, Bella. Bella, sit. We're gonna do a fun drill. I was talking to Davey the other day, and she reminded me of this too. And I do this all the time. So I don't know why I didn't think of it. Usually because I just use it as a transition drill. Excuse me. So I do it to pick up the dog spirits and have fun in between different settings and drills. And then I also use it to start to warm up. So like before I go to, if I know I have a hunt test in the morning, I'll wake up 6 a.m. in the morning with slide out. I'll do 3-hand cast and throw a mark and no off and back to pile before I go to a test to establish control and just get some jitters out of them. And they know what's going on when we know that when we're going testing, they can tell. So this 3-hand cast is great. Now, the problem with 3-hand casts is like happy bumpers. You just get into throwing bumpers and not making the dog sit, and then start creating braking issues, start creating mounting issues. The dogs get excited, they love it, but it gets them too excited, too over the top. So what you want to do when you 3-hand cast is make sure that dog's sitting every time, take your time on the cast, and then as a handler, it's a great time for the dog to read you, right? So, you know, make sure your hand is pointing exactly where that cast is. And if you throw a bad bird on the 3-hand cast, I'll show you in a second, you throw one and it's straight back and you're casting the dog straight on line from a sit, and that's not what you want to do. You want that dog to come over a little right. You know, don't cast that bird of the 3. Cast it to one of the other birds and then sit that dog in the spot you want it at and then recast it. And I'll show you how that is. So for 3-hand cast, all the dogs love it. All right, so if I get them out, I'm going to front sit. Belly you're on her, sit. And then I'm just going to throw out some bumpers. So let's get one at an angle back. Get one kind of a hard over. And then let's put one past the dog's left shoulder. Okay? Good. All right, heel. Come on. Sit. Sit. Now a lot of people want to sit, they'll just re-throw the bumper, right? You can do that, or you can have them pick up all 3, walk to another new area. It doesn't matter. Hey, over. So yeah, keep your stance high, even though it's a fun game. If he starts to break like that, shut him down. Here, sit. Leave it. No. Back. Good. He thought about going that way. Heel. Sit. Drop one out. You know, think about your dog. Like right now, I don't want him to do another over. And these marks, I've got 2 at an angle back. I can make it difficult and throw one in the middle, but he just picked it up in the middle. So I'm just gonna take this one out of the mix for a second. Hey, look at me. See, while looking at me, I don't want him anticipating where to go. Now he was looking at that bumper, okay? So I'm not sending him to that bumper. So lost line. Back. No. Correcting here. Back. Here. He's having a hard time going through this window. It looks like he didn't know where the cast was, but I guarantee you it's breaking this plane that made him think twice. So I move him up, put him between the planes. Good. Here. Planting those 2 trees, by the way, is what it meant. Here. Sit. Is that sit? That becomes essentially a keyhole blind type thing. Hey. Face me. Here. Okay, I'm not going to let him get away with this. Sit down. Good. That's where I want you. Right? Sit. Good dog. Good. Bella, come on. Sit down. Sit. Heel. Sit. Right? So I would walk to another area. I'd run it a different way or tighten it up. Here. What? Sit. You make sure my pants are up apparently. So I'd run it another area or I'd tighten it up. Right? So that one's really tight right back, tight left back, and then hard angle. Right? So this is a tough one. So the hardest one to take right now, in my opinion, is the middle one. It's got two extremes. Hey, no, hey. Back. Good. Here. Sit. So depending on where your dog's at, you can have a hard angle like that, sit, and just not take that one out of the mix first. Take the edges out and then come back and get that one. Heel. Sit. Now he knows he just went over and got that one. Sit. So start thinking about it. You're not trying to trick the dog, but you want control, right? Not looking. Put one out there. Sit. Heel. Sit. Now that's essentially a pattern because he just went there. So it's to start the pattern cast. So you're doing three-hand casting for fun a lot, okay? And then as the dog progresses, you start putting in basically a blind, but it's a pattern. It's a pattern blind. He's been there before. The same cast, the same spot. See, he wasn't as confident, but he went because he knows it's there. Here, heel, sit. So he took the cast. So then the dog starts to build confidence on the fact that, oh wait, when I cast that direction, there's going to be something over there. And so that's the way to kind of turn it back into some training at the end anyway. So we're going to do that same thing with Bella, and then we're going to throw a Y marking drill, which I believe is the greatest marking drill of all times. And and I think it's important to have that marking drill because when you're doing these kind of blind stuff, unless you're doing blinds one day, marks the next day, I don't think you want to run any of these drills and then get into a double and get into a triple and you just want to keep marking up and confidence marking up on singles. And so this is I think the greatest all-time single marking drill that you can do, and it's the simplest one you can do. Depending on how you do it, you only need one bumper for it, or you need three, and I'll talk about that in the next video. All right, bye.